staggering. That is the thing that the show of the Argentine GP would be, on the off chance that it was offered as fiction. Be that as it may, it was certainty, and simply astonishing, as the safeguarding champion Marc Marquez, miles speedier than any other individual, went too far fifth yet turned no focuses, and individual Honda rider Cal Crutchlow guaranteed his third MotoGP win after a severe battle for every one of the 24 laps. It was Honda's 750th win, and made Crutchlow the principal Briton to lead the World Championship since Barry Sheene back in the 1970s. Johann Zarco, Monster Yamaha, was a urgently close second to the LCR Honda rider, with Alex Rins, ex-star Suzuki, third subsequent to leading the pack a few times mid-race. First-time post-starter Jack Miller, Pramac Ducati, had driven a significant part of the race, yet tire corruption on an elusive still half-sodden track cost his odds, and he dropped to a disillusioned fourth. The show started when the begin was deferred by climate movements, and everything except Miller set to change to smooth tires. The Australian had risked slicks to gain his first shaft, and had done as such again for the race. In the long run, after much perplexity, remove was cut by one lap, and every single other rider were pushed back 4 lines on a remarkable expanded network, with a major exhaust space behind Miller. At that point Marquez slowed down his Repsol Honda on the lattice. He kicked it off with a push, at that point completed a U-swing to continue his framework opening. This unlawful move cost him a ride-through punishment, and in the wake of driving 5 laps he dropped appropriate to the back. Battling back through, he crashed into Alex Espargaro, Aprilia, nearly having him off. He was requested to drop 1 position as discipline. He'd constrained back through and took 6th of Valentino Rossi with 5 laps left, by bashing into him, making him crash on the wet grass. Marquez went too far 5th, having now likewise passed Rossi's Movistar Yamaha partner Maverick Viñales, with Qatar champ Andrea Dovizioso, Ducati, 7th. Be that as it may, the episode with Rossi earned him a third punishment, this season of 30 seconds, dropping him to 18th and out of the focuses, and elevated Dovizioso to 6th. Tito Rabat, Ducati, Andrea Iannone, Suzuki, Hafiz Sarin, Yamaha, and Danilo Petrucci, Ducati, finished the main 10. Specifically after the race, Marquez, in addition to Honda Group chief Alberto Puig and individual administrator Emilio Alzamora, walked to the Yamaha pit to apologize to Rossi, just to be asked to leave for good by Nairetusho Salusai, Rossi's long-standing shrewd accomplice and director of his VR46 groups. The repercussions of a remarkable race will play out finished whatever remains of the year. Cal Crutchlow claims it was not a tricky race. Cal Crutchlow really made light of the difficulties of hustling on a sodden, wet and drying Autodromo term as the Rio Hondo on the way to his third MotoGP triumph. That was not a precarious race, to be straightforward, Crutchlow said. Since it was just this wet fix in the last corner, truly. My lap times were as aggressive as a year ago. My speediest lap on the last lap today was the same as the last lap, a year ago. Indeed, I'm satisfied we completed a great job today. It was an incredible race by Johan and furthermore Alex and Jack. I knew I expected to get to the front on the last laps, since I knew once I got the front the tire would be great. Wins will come, Johann Zarco believes. Frenchman Johann Zarco came tortuously near triumph on Sunday in Argentina. The way things are, the second-year Monster Energy Tech 3 rider needed to make do with the sprinter-up position. It denoted his 4th time on the platform in MotoGP. The wins will come, said a cheery Zarco. I simply need to continue pushing along these lines. The race was truly troublesome. On the dry Friday I battled. I was possibly somewhat better, we attempted a few things, yet not sufficiently casual to be speedier than the others. I was behind them all the time, attempting to give a valiant effort. I endeavored to remain centered and to not commit errors, and toward the end I was thinking all an opportunity to attempt to discover a place to pass Crutchlow, however I proved unable. Second place is really great in the way I was pushing. So this is great. I'm glad for him, Crutchlow. He was more grounded as of now on Friday, so he win the race. Me, I'll take the focuses and I trust extremely that its victory will come soon. To begin with, MotoGP podium for Alex Rins. It was a day that Team Suzuki ex-star rider Alex Rins won't soon overlook. The 22-year-old Spaniard earned his first MotoGP platform in his second season in the title. There were enormous grins all around in the Suzuki camp, and a short time later Rins said the group is gaining ground and conceded these sorts of completions could urge him to remain with the group later on. "I don't have words to portray this platform, my gratitude to the group," he said. "They completed a great job, additionally in Japan amid the winter. Prior to the begin I was so apprehensive at the beginning line. On the last lap I ran wide a smidgen on turn 7 and I was imagining that Miller perhaps was on the back. I stretched as far as possible lastly third, so I'm extremely upbeat."